Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to our story time. Today, we're hopping into the magical world of Meadow Village, a place so green and peaceful you can almost smell the wildflowers. In this beautiful village lived a fluffy white rabbit named Ruby, with her long pink ears and a twitchy little nose. Ruby was the happiest gardener you'd ever meet. Every morning, she'd grab her tiny shovel and her favorite wicker basket and head down to the sparkling river. She tended to her garden with so much love, growing the juiciest carrots and the sweetest strawberries. Life in Meadow Village was perfect, filled with sunshine, gentle breezes, and the happy hum of buzzing bees. But one night, everything changed. The sky turned dark grey, and rain began to pour down like a waterfall from the clouds. It wasn't just any rainstorm. This was a storm with a temper. Thunder rumbled, and lightning flashed, painting scary pictures across the sky. The river, usually so calm and friendly, began to swell and churn. It grew bigger and angrier, spilling over its banks and flooding the beautiful green fields. The villagers huddled in their homes, their windows rattling, wondering what was happening. Then, from the deepest, muddiest part of the raging river, a colossal creature began to rise. It was a giant swamp serpent. Its body was long and covered in shimmering green scales, and its golden eyes glowed with an eerie light in the darkness. The serpent was elegant but terrifying as it surveyed the flooded land. It let out a mighty roar that echoed through the valley, a sound filled with rage and sorrow. The poor villagers trembled in fear. They believed the monster had come to destroy their homes. The serpent's anger seemed to make the storm even worse, and the floodwaters rose higher and higher. While everyone else was hiding, little Ruby peeked out from her cozy burrow. Her heart ached as she saw her beloved garden, her carrots and strawberries, all submerged under the murky water. But instead of feeling only fear, Ruby felt something else: curiosity and a big dose of bravery. She noticed the serpent wasn't just angry, it looked distressed. Its glowing golden eyes were filled with a deep sadness. Why is it so upset? She wondered. Maybe something is wrong. With a determined wiggle of her nose, Ruby made a brave decision. She grabbed her small shovel, took a deep breath, and plunged into the cold, muddy floodwater. It was scary. The water was swirling around her, and she could barely see, but she swam with all her might, paddling her little paws towards the spot where the great serpent had appeared. She had to understand what was causing its pain. As she got closer, she could hear faint, desperate cries coming from beneath the water, sounds that weren't from the serpent itself. Diving deeper, Ruby followed the sorrowful sounds. Her paws felt something hard and smooth under the swirling mud and displaced stones. Carefully, she started digging with her tiny shovel, clearing away the debris that the flood had washed down. And then she saw it. Tucked away in a hidden nest, now buried under a pile of heavy stones, were delicate, shimmering eggs. They were the serpent's babies. The flood had disturbed their nest, and the weight of the rocks was threatening to crush them. Now, Ruby understood everything. The serpent wasn't a monster. It was a mother, terrified of losing her children. Ruby worked tirelessly, her little body trembling with effort. She pushed and dug, moving one stone after another, clearing a path for the precious eggs. It was hard work, but the thought of the worried mother serpent and her unborn babies gave her strength. One by one, she gently uncovered the eggs, making sure each one was safe from harm. As she cleared the last stone, a warm golden light shone from the serpent's eyes above the water, no longer angry, but filled with gratitude. As the storm calmed and the sun began to peek through the clouds, the great serpent gently lowered its head to Ruby. It nudged her softly, a silent thank you for her incredible kindness. With a graceful flick of its tail, the serpent guided the floodwaters back into the river, revealing the green fields once more. The villagers came out of their homes, amazed at what they saw. The scary monster was now a gentle friend, and the brave little rabbit was their hero. From that day on, the serpent became the guardian of Meadow Village. It protected the river and ensured the gardens were always watered, and Ruby often visited her new friend, sharing stories by the water's edge. Ruby taught everyone a valuable lesson. Sometimes the greatest monsters are just friends we haven't understood yet. A little bit of compassion and courage can turn fear into friendship and bring peace to everyone. And that, my dear friends, is the story of Ruby the Brave Rabbit. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to always be kind and brave. If you loved our story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up. We'll see you next time for another wonderful adventure. Bye-bye.